Hello everyone, Lynn from Bucket List Homestead. Today is day 2 of my Christmas baking. I'm going to get a couple of doughs done today, sugar cookies and shortbread. They both have to chill, so I'm going to get them done, get them in the fridge, and I'm going to go uptown and do my last grocery haul for this year, I hope, to get ready for the challenge in January. I'm going to be honest, I don't always meal plan. I kind of always had the idea because I'm home all day. I don't really need to because I can kind of, but you know what's kind of kicking me in the butt a little bit, last little bit. So I'm meal planning, and I'm trying to meal plan for the whole month of January right now to get ready for this challenge that Three Rivers Homestead is doing, where we don't go to the grocery store for the whole month of January. And I am struggling because I'm trying to think of, I'm not doing breakfast and lunch. Lunch a lot of times is going to be leftovers, and breakfast, we all tend to have the same thing Monday through Friday anyway, and then on the weekends we usually do a little something special, pancakes or waffles or omelets or whatnot. So I'm not too worried about the breakfast and lunch meals, just the supper meals. So I'm trying to come up with a whole month's worth of suppers here so I can make sure I do have everything I need for the challenge in January, and I'm only up to the 5th of January so far. So, and I really want this to be my last grocery haul. I don't want to be in the stores anymore after today if I can help it. So yeah, so come along with me. I'm going to make these 2 doughs, get them in the refrigerator, and we're going to go uptown and do some grocery shopping. And when I get back, I'll show you what I got. But for now, we're going to go to the cookies. Okay, the first recipe we're going to do is sugar cookies. And I've been making this particular sugar cookie recipe for over 10 years. And it's actually from Martha Stewart. And they come out perfect every time. So first, in one bowl, we're going to do 2 cups of flour. Fill my flour thing back up. Okay. 2 cups of flour. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Oh, and I forgot baking powder. I'll be right back. So that was a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and this is going to be a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And I use the non-GMO, no aluminum baking powder. Okay, so that's the dry ingredients. And then in my mixing bowl, I'm going to do the butter, which is 1/2 cup. And just like yesterday, or when I made my whoopie pies, I measure my butter. Because like I said, this is how we get our butter here in Canada. Just one big pound. No sticks. If I have found the sticks, they want an insane amount of money for, I guess this is 1/2 pound. The money they want for them to already be cut into 4 sticks is just not worth it to me. So I just measure it by weighing. So 1/2 cup of butter, and I have a little chart that I keep on my refrigerator because I never can remember, it seems. Weighs 113 grams. We'll see how close I get. Whoa, way over. And we're still over. Perfect. Let's see, I'll meet you again in a minute. I just cut the butter up into smaller pieces just to make it easier for the machine to cream it. And that should be good enough. Okay, so that's going into that bowl. I gotta get a towel. Okay. 1 large egg. And again, this is all room temperature. The butter's all room temperature. Our eggs are always room temperature. The milk's not going to be, but the majority of everything is. Okay. A cup of sugar. So that's half a cup. And 1 cup. So there's a cup of sugar. The recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of brandy. I don't have that. I never have that. So I just use milk. So 1 tablespoon. And 2 tablespoons. Okay. And then a half a teaspoon of vanilla. So I just wanted to show everybody, this is my homemade vanilla, okay? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 8 vanilla beans in here now. And every time I fill up my little jar of vanilla, I just top off with more vodka in here and just let it sit, and you just keep topping up and topping up and topping up. So it's easy, and it's so much cheaper. And it's tastier, and there's no added caramel colors or flavors. It's just pure vanilla beans, which I got at Costco, and vodka. That's it. Okay. And vanilla. So we're just going to cream the butter and the eggs and the sugar together. I'm going to clean up a little bit while it does that. So it's going to look curdled. Don't panic. It's supposed to look like that. Okay, that's well combined. So now I'm just going to slowly add the flour a little bits at a time. You can see it's all coming together. Beautiful dough. Okay. Perfect. Extra off of there. Okay, I'm just going to go grab some plastic wrap. out of here in one big ball. So you're going to divide this big ball roughly into half. Get it into a little bit of a flat disc. Wrap it up in plastic wrap, and this should go in the oven, or this goes in the refrigerator for at least an hour. I've done overnight. Just know if you do it overnight, it's going to take a little bit for you to be able to roll them out and cut them because it will be very stiff. So just take it out and let it come to room temperature. There's one. Okay, there is one of the cookie doughs done. Okay, so I'm going to put these in the refrigerator, let them chill. It's going to be more than an hour because, like I said, we're going to be going and doing some things. And I'm going to clean up, and I'll be right back, and we'll get started on the second dough. Okay, so I got all cleaned up. Got everything washed and dried. So it's not the shortbread that I'm making. That doesn't need to be chilled. It's the crackle top molasses cookies that I need to chill. So these ones are probably my daughter's favorites. Oh, she likes snickerdoodles too, but this is probably one of her favorites. So we are just going to get this open. We're going to start. So in the mixing bowl, we're going to put 2/3 cups of liquid oil. I'm using coconut oil. You can use whatever you like, vegetable oil, but I'm using the coconut oil. And I always do my oil first, so that way when I go to do the molasses, it slides right out. So we need 2/3 cup of this. Okay. 2/3 cup of coconut oil and 1 cup of sugar. One cup of sugar. And these are going to get started mixing. And then we have 1 large egg. Mix that all up. Make sure it's good and blended. And then we're going to put in the molasses. So it's going to be a 1/4 cup of fancy molasses. And this smells so good. It smells like Christmas. Okay, that's all mixed. So we're going to add in the molasses. See? Most of it came right out. Much easier. Okay. Oh, I wish we had smell-o-vision. It smells so good. Okay, so that's all mixed. Okay, get back on that. I'm gonna have to wipe that off, I think. Okay. And then in another bowl, as always, the dry mix. So it's 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a teaspoon of ginger, and a 1/2 teaspoon of clove. So, okay, I'll just use of flour. Two cups of flour. 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Try that. 1. And then the best part, the spices. A teaspoon of cinnamon. Teaspoon of ginger. And a half a teaspoon of the clove. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, give this a quick stir. Okay, we're going to slowly add the flour mixture into the wet. If I can do this one-handed. Okay, everyone, this smells like Christmas. Let me just make sure that's mixed up well. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so I'm not going to make any more cookies right away, so I'm just going to keep them in this bowl, put some plastic wrap over the top of them, put it in the fridge, and let them chill, and then I'm going to head up and get the rest of my groceries, and then I'll be back and we will finish the cookies, and I will also show you what I picked up from my grocery haul. So we'll see you soon. So we are back from the grocery store, and I did a little haul. This is just to top me off in my pantry and freezer for the January 3 Rivers challenge I'm doing. So we went to a couple places, and I'm going to show you what we got. So the first place is Shoppers Drug Mart. This is it's a chain, but it's a pharmacy, but they've really expanded in the last few years because they got bought out by Loblaws, which is a big grocery chain here. And they also sell food now. So my son's muffins were on sale, and whenever they're on sale, I throw them in the freezer. As I said before, Aiden's special needs, and he prefers these over homemade. So when they go on sale, I throw them in the freezer, so he has them. These are for me. I got a pair of these leggings. I have a pair on right now that are the darker blue. I absolutely love them, and I'm like, I'm going to get myself another pair. It looks like I'm wearing jeans, but it feels like I'm wearing leggings, so I love them. And this is the face wash I use, and that was on sale, so I was really happy. So that's all we got. We got a couple other things, but they were stocking stuffers, so I can't show you them. Just one second. My son wants me. What?
We're not fitness testing until the end of the quad.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so our next haul is from Metro, which is a grocery store here. I got myself a magazine. Yes, my name is Lynn. I'm a magazine junkie. I'm not as bad as I used to be, but there's still some I like. Honestly, the prices of them have gotten so high that I don't buy nearly as often as I used to. But this had a couple of good recipes in it. So I thought, in the evening with a cup of tea, I like to look through magazine. And again, our son loves his graham crackers. It's one of the few things I can get him to eat. And these have gone up. These were 2 for $9. Like, I can't believe I just paid $9 for 2 boxes of graham crackers. Yeah, but anyway, when you have a special needs kid who only eats certain things, sometimes you have to suck it up and pay a little bit more. So we got those. Again, this is for Aiden. This is a winter edition sugar cookie toast crunch. We bought him a box a little while ago. He really liked it. So for one more box for the treat, I got him that because they were on sale. Clementines. We love clementines, and they were on sale. Good price. $3.99 for this box. Saved $3. So that was really good. Christmas Eve, we always do like a little appetizer thing, the 4 of us, and I always do my sweet and sour meatballs. These were on sale. They're organic, and they were on sale for $6 a box. I only need 1 box for Christmas Eve, but probably the other box I'll use maybe for New Year's Eve, and it was such a good deal. And if it saves me a little bit of time for Christmas, then instead of having to make my own, then sometimes I will buy them, especially this brand. We really like them. And I finally found a turkey. We are doing ham for Christmas dinner, but the kids aren't big fans of ham, so they asked if I could do a turkey, which is fine because I will use this in turkey soup as part of the pantry challenge in January. You all want to see how much this turkey cost? Yep, $28 for about a 15-pound turkey, which here in Canada is not terrible. It's certainly not as good as maybe my friends and family are getting in these States, but, it's not bad, so they were on sale. Okay, and that was it for Metro. So Walmart, I got myself some little miniature organic single serve guacamole. We're doing tacos tonight, and I'm the only one who eats it, so I just buy these. It's cheaper than making it for me because literally I am the only one who eats it, and I just take 1 puck out for tonight, and the rest I'll throw in the freezer and have them. Again, Aiden, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. He lives on this cereal, and this was on sale, the family size, so I bought 2 boxes to put in the pantry to make sure we have enough. I got another big bag of potatoes because I'll be needing a lot of them. Bag of purple onion. I only needed 1, but it was cheaper to buy a whole bag than 1 onion, so I'll have to think of something to do to use up the rest of these, either to preserve them for soups or stews or something. We'll figure it out. My husband got his chips for his treat for this week. I needed the chili sauce for my sweet and sour meatballs. Some organic cheesies. These are the crunchy ones. These are addictive. The crackers were all on sale, and this is for Christmas and New Year's also. So we got some wheat thins, some Triscuits, some Toppables. They were all on sale, 4 boxes for $8. And this is my little splurge bugles. I love these. We couldn't get these for a long time here in Canada. Like, it was really hard to find, so when they finally started coming out, I don't eat them very often, but they were on sale at Walmart, so I thought, for Christmas this week, next I'll get them for a snack. And then the last thing we got a prime rib for New Year's Day dinner from our local farmer down the road. They had advertised on Facebook that they had a bunch on sale, so I got us a nice rib roast, prime rib. We always try to have prime rib if it's a good price on New Year's Day. And that is everything we got today. I got my meal plan for the whole month of January just about done today. I'll show you because then I showed you earlier. So I think there's 2 days left. Yep, 2 days left that I still have to think of something. I'm not too concerned about 2 days. That's not too bad. So there we go. So all this cost us, I'm not even 100% sure. I'll have to look at my receipts. Probably around $160. And it's not a lot when you look at it here on this island of ours. Food prices definitely are a concern. And it was on the news that our prices are expected to go up 8% in the new year. More than what they've already gone up. So, yeah, it's a concern, that's for sure. I'm definitely doubling my garden this year coming. So, okay, so that's it for the haul. I'm going to make the tacos, get some supper, and I'll come back. And the dough has been chilling while we've been gone for our cookies, so I got some cookies to make. I'll show you how do we finish those up, and we'll be done for this evening. I'll be back after supper. Okay, we're back from supper. And while we were having supper, I took the dough out of the refrigerator so it would warm up a little bit. And I will say it was very dry when I first took it out. So I just went and put another egg in, whipped it up, and it's fine. Obviously the egg I used might have been a little too small. So, okay. So you're going to grab a ball of the dough, about that big, roll it, put in the sugar. I do a few at a time, get them in the bowl. So I have, not quite half a cup of sugar in this bowl. Oh, these smell so good. Molasses cookies is one of my mother's favorites. Wish I could send you some, Mom. I don't know how they'd hold up going all the way to Florida. Alright, so you're just going to roll them around in the sugar, and then I roll them again just to give them a little bit better shape. Okay. Usually I have a helper doing this, but she's a little busy right now. So. Alright, so I do about 3 across. And I'm going to keep going until they're all done. Yeah, this dough is perfect now. I definitely think the one egg I used earlier was too small. So my oven is preheated to 350 Fahrenheit, and that'll take between 10 and 12 minutes to bake. And let's get the first batch done. Okay, first batch, you're going in the oven. Normally I'd have Christmas music playing while I'm doing all this, but I still don't know all the rules with YouTube for copyright infringement and rules and all that, so I'm not sure what the rule is about playing the Christmas music. So in my head I'm hearing Christmas music right now. Hopefully if I can figure out all these quiet times, there'll be music playing when you all watch this and you won't hear me talking anyway. So we'll see. going to get 24 cookies out of this batter. And yes, I washed my hands very well, cleaned them, and I took off all my rings. And I have no nail polish on because my home ec teachers, Mrs. Hollowell and Mrs. Sanford, always said if you're going to bake or cook, and especially if you're using your hands in any of that, you should never have nail polish on. And I always remembered that. So hopefully after my Christmas baking's all done, I can do my nails up somewhat nice for Christmas. We'll see. Because gosh knows in the summertime I don't do a whole lot with my fingernails because with all the gardening and everything, it's not worth it. I don't think I'm going to need any more sugar, so that was about the right amount of sugar to put in the bowl. I'm going to get more than 24 out of this recipe. So I'm going to have to wait to finish the rest when the cookie sheets come out. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I can get the last. Oh, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 on this pan and 12 just went into the oven. So 27 out of this recipe. And none of these are going into my husband's work. Because of COVID in our area, they have sent everyone home to finish working before the Christmas break from home and until otherwise told differently. So I will be giving these to our neighbors next door, some of them, so we don't have so many cookies in the house. I was going to give some to the neighbors anyway, it's just he was also going to take some into work too, but that won't be happening again this year. Makes me a little sad. I always liked sending in treats to his work, but I also freeze some of my Christmas cookies. They freeze really nice, and even the ones baked. And then in February or so, we take Christmas cookies out and have a treat. So I really want to get this last one. I don't want to do a whole cookie sheet for one. So hopefully, okay. There's the second pan. So I'm going to wash everything up. That's pretty good. I did pretty good with the sugar. There's just a little bit left. Just going to roll that one a little more. So I did good. Sometimes I have too much sugar left over and I hate it because it's a waste because then you can't use it again for anything. Okay, so we're going to get these ones baked off. Get those ones out, let them cool, get these ones baked off. I'll show you what they look like when they're done, and I'll be right back. I can't hit pause because I have stuff on my fingers. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes and the first batch are done. And they look perfect. And they smell amazing. So you see how they get like a little crackling on top, which is why they're called molasses crackle top cookies. So you want these to cool for quite a bit before you touch them. They're very fragile until they firm up. I'm going to get the next batch in. So it was 10 minutes perfectly for my oven at 350. And there's the molasses cookies. And once these are all cooked up, and baked up rather, and cooled, I will start on the sugar cookies. I just forgot to mention that this is a chewy cookie. It's not a hard cookie, which is probably why we like them so much. We love chewy cookies. And they're not as fragile once they're cool. And I just took a bite of this one, as you can see. Very good. I hope you try them.